Your friends will never ever support your business. That's just the fact. That's the truth. So let's dig deeper into this. Today, you launch your business, will teach you something brutal about human nature. You will post the announcements on your social medias, on your platforms, and even do a huge marketing campaign towards trying to bring traffic to your business. The product you spent months building, the dream you finally had the courage to chase, and then you will wait for a long time after the launch. The people you grew up with will scroll and pass through your business, and they will not even buy from it. The best friends will watch your story and they will say nothing about it. Your cousins, who you share memes all day with, won't share your link even once. Meanwhile, a total stranger from another faraway city will become your very first customer. Exact experience has happened to almost every single entrepreneur in history, and the fact is, nobody wants you about it. Today, we are going to break down why this happens, what it actually means, and why this painful silence may be the best thing that ever happens to your entire business. Because once you understand the psychology behind it, you will stop taking it personally and you will stop keeping it at heart. And what you will start doing is that you will start using it as fuel to run and improve your business. The very first reason that your friends won't support you has nothing to do with your product. It's more about memory. Your friends met you before the vision ever began, before the skill you have now you ever acquired it. Before the late night of building your business, you had your friends. In their minds, deep in their minds, you are basically frozen in time. You are the kid who failed in maths back in school, the one who could not hold a job at 19 years, the person they have seen make mistakes up close for many years. They have seen you in your lowest moments ever. So when you suddenly say to them that I am now a founder of a certain business, their brain rejects that particular update about who you are, not out of cruelty but out of habit. It's genuinely difficult for people to buy expertise from someone they have watched grow up. A consultant from another country feels credible, and whatever they say can be adopted by your friends. The same advice given from childhood friend feels like a faraway stretch of an advice, and they will not take it seriously. Familiarity does not breed respect when it comes to business. It breeds doubt. And understanding this particular ideology changes everything, because it means their silence was never a review of your work. It was a limitation of their imagination. However, there is an uncomfortable truth to it. This is the hard truth. Some of your friends stay quiet for a darker reason. Your ambitions holds up a mirror for them to watch. Every step you take towards your dream quietly asks them one particular question, and this question they do not want to answer it because it is a reflection of what they have not done. And your dream asks them a question of what have they done with their dreams. When you start waking up very early in the morning, they remember they hit the snooze button in the middle of when the alarm clock went on. When you invest in a course, they remember the money they spent on things that produced nothing. When you launch your business, they remember the idea they've been talking about for 6 years and they've never ever started it. Supporting you would mean admitting the gap between the talk that they have been talking and the actions that they have not taken. Staying silent for them is easier because then they do not have to confront this reality. Some will go further than stay silent. They will joke about your prices, question your qualification into running that particular business, and some of them will even predict your failure with a smile on their face. But listen carefully. When that happens, because criticism from someone who never attempted anything in their life is not analysis of who you are. It's discomfort wearing a disguise. You are not obligated to shrink so that they can feel comfortable in any manner. What you need to do is keep building your life and keep stretching your business and keep improving in whatever you're doing.
Hang TikTok video or YouTube?
YouTube, just doing a script for YouTube.
What's it about?
Business and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
All right, mate. Here is the mindset shift that will save you years of resentments. Your friends were never supposed to be your customers in the first place. Read that again because it will make more sense. Friendship and commerce are two different contracts in life. One is built on shared history and the other is built on solving a problem someone urgently needs solving. Your friend does not necessarily have the problem that your business is trying to solve. Expecting them to buy anyway turns your relationship into an obligation, and it becomes, your friendship turns into transactional form of friendship. An obligation poisons friendships faster than almost anything else. Think about your behavior. Have you bought from every friend who ever sold something to you? Have you ever bought from everyone who attended every event that you had? Has everyone shared your link every time you posted something? Of course not. And to be honest, in the real life, no one does that. The entrepreneurs who become bitter are the ones who confused personality and personal loyalty with market demands in business. The ones who thrive made peace with a simple rule very early on into the beginning of their business. Friends owe you the kindness. Customers owe you greater money and they owe purchasing from you. Never expect one group to do the job of another. Now, here is the part that should genuinely excite you. The market does not know your history, and that is the greatest advantage that we normally have. A stranger has never seen you fail countless times in your entire life. They have never watched you struggle, never formed an outdated opinion or a historic opinion of who you are. A stranger judges exactly one thing: does the business that you're trying to run solve their current problems in life? If the answer is yes, they pay and they will return to pay you again. They will tell their friends and they will come and pay you more money. This is why global brands are built on the wallets of people that the founders of that particular brand have never met. Nobody's business survives on their contact lists. Contact list runs out, but markets do not run out. There are 8 billion people on earth today, this particular planet. Your friend group and your contact list is approximately 50 people. You are never building for the 50 people. You are not building your business for a small list of 50 people in a pool of 8 billion people. You are building for the entire 8 billion people. So when your circle goes quiet on you, something is happening in the back ends. You are simply being pushed out of the shallow ends towards the ocean's deep ends where your customers really live in. The silence is not a rejection. In fact, the way I look at it, it's prediction and it's a redirection of you and your business from one angle to another where your business will thrive. There is a second audience you need to know about. It's a very funny audience, this one. I like to call them the watchers. These are friends who never like, never comment on anything that you do on your business when you begin it, and they never buy from you. The good thing is they see everything that you're doing. They know your posting schedules. They visited your website as well. They mentioned details of your journey. They know the journey you took. What they are doing, they are quietly studying you. Some are waiting to see if you will fail, so they can validate for never really trying. And it's not a validation to you, it's a validation to their own lives. Others are waiting to see if you succeed. So if you succeed, finally, they can finally feel safe to associate with your dream. Their way, their silence is not absence. It's in fact surveillance. And this gives you real power. If you use it correctly, every consistent week you post your business, you are teaching the watchers that you're serious in what you're doing. Every small win compounds your reputation in rooms you are not even in. People will mention your names in areas that you do not even expect. One day, a watcher will send you a client, another will become one, and that watcher will introduce you to someone who is gonna change your business trajectory to a successful path. But this will happen only if you keep showing up while they observe. Perform for the silent audience. Perform for the silent audience. They are bigger than you think. Let me tell you what happens after you break through, after your business starts to succeed. The moment your business visibly succeeds, the car, the press features, the unreliable, undeniable results, your phone will change. The friends who ignored your launch will ask for a discount from your business. The relatives who called it a scam will call it our family business. The people who doubted you loudest will claim they believed what you were doing from day one. This is not hypocrisy. This is not hypocrisy unique to your circle. It's how human beings work. People don't support potential. They support proof. You need to show up. You need to push on. They need to see what you're doing working. Then they will come to support you. But in the beginning, they will dismiss you. Most of the world waits for the finished building before admitting that the architecture or the architect of that particular building had a brilliant plan in his head. Prepare yourself now while it's still quiet, because this moment will test your character more than the struggles ever did. Bitterness will knock you. Bitterness will knock. The urge to say, "Where were you?" will be strong. Don't waste your energy on it. Their late arrival does not require your punishment. It only requires your obedience. It only requires your boundaries. Welcome the genuine ones. Stay polite to the opportunists and keep your focus exactly where it's always belonged, on the work that you're doing, on building your business, on showing up every single day. And always remember, don't be a villain of your own story. This chapter is a warning because I've watched talented people destroy themselves here. I have watched talented people, the lack of support can poison you if you let it poison you. Some entrepreneurs start guilt-tripping their circle, posting bitter rants about fake friends. Publicly, they begin to publicly discriminate those that made a purchase to their business and those that did not. Understand what this does. It does not shame anyone who did not support you. In fact, it convinces everyone else, including potential customers, that you are not safe to be around. Nobody buys from bitterness. Nobody refers the unrespectful. Your business is judged partly on your energy, and desperation repels the very successful people that you're trying to chase. There is also a practical reason to stay gracious. Your friends still matter, just not as a customer, just not as someone who is supposed to give you money. They are your rest, your laughter, your reminder that you are a human being, not just another hustler in life, but you're also human. A friend who never buys from you but shows up when your parent is sick is worth more than 1,000 sales that you make in your business. Keep the roles separate, keep the love intact between your friends, and separate that with your customers. Fight for your dream without declaring war on your history as well. Let us replace what is missing. Since your old circle can't give you business support, you need a new circle. You need to create a new circle that can do exactly that. Not to replace your friends. No, I'm not saying you replace your friends. I'm saying you need to create another circle to complete your team. Find the builders, the people currently in the trenches growing something of their own. They will understand your 5 a.m. messages. They will celebrate your small wins without the need of you explaining anything. Find your mentor who is standing where you want to stand. A single hour with someone ahead of you is worth a decade of guessing alone. Find your customers and treat them like God, because early customers will feel valued. Early customers will feel valued because an unpaid sale force, and you need to find a community online or offline where ambition is normal instead of strange. Here is what changes when you do this. The hunger for your friends' approval fades because you're finally surrounded by people who speak the language of your future, not just the language of your past. If this video has enlightened you in one way or the other, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and we'll keep going.